From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. To return to roam forward. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
First carry here for the South Carolina product. Jukes away from one. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First down, and they go right back to it. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Another carry for it. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it fourth down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit, giving him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll throw it. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther hot.
He'll work against the blitz. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
That's good.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. This is a heater going deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got. Now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Sanders going to throw here on first. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. On the move, hit it right. And give him the first down on that run, partner, as Sanders slides to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him. First and 10 from the 43. A go play action for Sanders. Buying some time right. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well. Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Chased out to his right. Into the crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Sanders pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll only need a few inches here on third down.
79 Brock, pass to 11, tracking 60.
He's going to throw it. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go. Hop, 70, hop, 18, find it. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10.
Sanders going to look to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Offense to the line fast. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. You've got to protect the football.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
14. Browns nothing.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Sanders now on third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the hit is made, so they beg to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Sanders going to throw on 4. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Second down pass play coming. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It sails right through a beautifully placed football. Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play action, Sanders. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw now is Sanders. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Ready, go. 70, Wolf. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10.
Lions 17. Browns 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Khalif Raymond to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Screen here for Gibbs. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 16-point ball game. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead.
24, Brown 7. Jack
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Sanders now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. Running it now out of the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Ahead of 4th down. Officials stepping in here. A timeout call. They'll punch another one away. Corey Bahulkens returning to the field. Deep for the Lions. Khalif Raymond. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce, and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Dump off caught by his back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. Detroit calls timeout, it's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down now, ball at the 33. The handoff here to Gibbs on his own read. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing for the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions piling it on, going into halftime. Man, Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hands team. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones who are the most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And that grows the lead to 27.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. He'll pick things up from the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Couldn't connect. Looking for Harold Fanning Jr. So that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Starts his return from the 23. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. quick completion to the right side. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Gibbs now from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll go play action. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
The running back gets it on the draw. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw left side. Finds Fanning. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down.
They'll go play action for Sanders. That's complete to Tillman outright. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
The give here on 2nd. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Cougar 19. 19. Pioneer.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. That's Tillman. He's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Another Browns 1st down.
Dive play straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Hits his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Malachi Corley reels it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up, guys. Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
This one's caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? Street, Nike, 18.
It's Gibbs on the carry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
69, 79 Broncos.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Lions ready for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They may still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
He was brought down.
Just 1 yard on first and goal. Still 4 yards to go on second.
Second and goal.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Here's another for him. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
41. Browns 14.
Fox now to kick this one away.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. A real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. To the air, Sanders. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long here for Sanders. He's loaded another one up. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They'll throw third and long. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions close to beginning the year 4-0. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This 42 yards from the right half.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 14.
They'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Sanders going to throw here on first. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
One's caught by Tillman. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Sanders now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jack Campbell at the INT. Well, no surprises here. They declined that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Sliding quarterback run here. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.